We're going to try eating every food at Tokyo DisneySea. Some consider this the best theme park in the world, but does it have the best food? Let's find out together. Our mission is simple. We must try at least one food item at every restaurant or food cart in the park, all the ones that don't need reservations and drinks don't count. The problem is we need to cover 700,000 square meters and we only have 12 hours before the park closes. I don't know if this mission is possible.
We'll talk about the game plan in a second.
But first, let's rank every churro. Cinnamon churro, C tier. Demi-glazed churro, parenthesis, potato. That's interesting. It's a savory churro. It's kind of chewy like a donut, and on the inside, it's got a savory paste, C tier. Chai flavored churros from Sultan's Oasis. Bit sweet, bit spicy, nicely crunchy. Oh no. C tier.
So here's a game plan. We start in the Italian area called the Mediterranean Harbour. We hit every food place here while making our way to the next area. We keep doing that until we loop back to the beginning. And the best place to start our food challenge is Zambini Brothers. This restaurant's theming and attention to detail is spot on, with a rustic and homely feel despite being massive with an indoor and outdoor section. What kind of food does this place serve? You guessed it, pizza and pasta. And we can't pass up a good pizza.
So we've got a sparkling citrus drink and a seafood pizza from Zambini Brothers Restaurant. Kind of just tastes like lemonade. C tier. Seafood pizza.
How cool is the egg? How did they even make it like that?
C tier. The base is a bit soggy, but the flavour, like the seafood flavour, is pretty good.
With our first food out of the way, it's time to move on to the next one.
Okay, so we managed to track down our first popcorn.
You might be wondering why I said first popcorn, and that's because we have a side mission to rank all 10 weird popcorn flavors, which are spread all over the park. So let's keep an eye out and see which one's best.
It's a pretty interesting flavor. It's black pepper popcorn. It's one of the less weird flavors out of the 10, so keep watching if you want to see all the other flavors. So the first thing I'd say is the smell. It kind of reminds me of eating steak or some sort of ribs. Let's give it a taste. Okay, so the pepper's pretty subtle. It's not spicy. It's a bit salty. I'd rank it in the C tier. Not bad, but not great. All right, let's go to the next one.
With the first two foods being mediocre, can Mama Biscotti's bakery save the day?
This is the coffee latte tapioca drink from Mama Biscotti. Mix it first. Look at all the jelly bits. Pretty decent. It just tastes like a Farmer Union's iced coffee with coffee jelly and tapioca pearls. Quite good. I'd probably put this in the B tier. Now we've got the Mike melon pan, which I'll give to Steven because he is the melon pan connoisseur.
And Diep is not wrong about that. How many times have you seen me eat melon pan?
All right, let's try the Mike melon bread. Now, I am a big fan of melon bread, so the ones at convenience stores I would put in A tier. So let's give this one a go. Let's rip them up. Oh. So normally melon bread doesn't have filling, but this has some sort of filling in it. So let's give it a go and see what it's like. Oh, that's really interesting. Normally melon bread is called melon bread because it's shaped like a melon. But this actually has melon flavored filling in it. Not sure what I think about it. It's just different. I wouldn't even compare it to normal melon bread, but pretty good. I would put it in the A tier.
And with that, Mike Wazowski has single-handedly saved the day.
Can Cafe Portofino continue the trend with more good food? It certainly continues the trend of being another rustic Italian restaurant.
So we are at Cafe Portofino in DisneySea and we've ordered the 40th anniversary set, which has some chowder with a Mickey Mouse crouton, some coffee-infused roast beef, and it comes with like breadcrumbs, nuts, and other things. We had a choice of bread or rice, and we got bread. And we also have the panna cotta with butterfly pea jelly. And I couldn't help but get some iced tea with some whipped cream topping. Overall, I'd probably put this set into the B tier. Surprisingly quite good. I was expecting Very average food, but it was good and different.
We might have made a big mistake getting a set for the last meal because there's still one more place to go in the Mediterranean harbour and we're kind of getting full.
So we got this from an ice cream store that wasn't on the map.
Yep, there was an ice cream cart that wasn't on the map and we could have justified skipping it if we were thinking smartly. But no, it's ice cream and the shapes look so cute that we couldn't resist.
So this is sea salt flavoured. I think the shell's kind of a little bit florally scented. Yeah, I'd put this in the A tier. We have the Minnie Mouse Ice Block. It's peach and raspberry flavoured. It tastes pretty average. I'd put this in the C tier. We've got one last food in this area to try and it's their smoked turkey leg. Not bad. The meat's a bit like textury and a bit chewy. It's got a nice smoky flavour. I'd say C tier. But I hear there's a spicy chicken leg somewhere else in this park, so we'll give that a try later.
Luckily for us, there was actually one more food cart, but it was closed. But even then, we spent too much time in the first area. We need to pick up the pace if we want to complete the challenge. This is one of the more popular foods at the park. The monstrosity here is called the gyoza dog, and that's because it's a Frankenstein cross between a Japanese dumpling and a Chinese meat bun.
This one's just okay. It probably needs a little bit more filling. I'd say I'd put this in the C tier.
Actually, I was too harsh on that puppy. After a deeper bite with way more filling, I'd upgrade it to a B tier.
I also got their hot wine. It tastes pretty good. It's nicely spiced, but the fumes are like quite strong. There's something inside. I think it's some dried fruit. It tastes pretty good. I would put this in probably the C tier as well though.
This next one is a canteen-style Chinese restaurant. I think we messed up because it was confusing without knowing Japanese. We started off trying to get the chef's special set, but somehow we ended up with 2 extra meals. Let's start off with the dim sum set. Hairy balls, tastes like fish cake. Pork dumpling, just okay. Siu mai, decent. Dim sum set, C tier. Fried rice with tofu and spring onions, tastes like average fried rice, C tier. Chinese ramen, decent light broth, C tier. Shrimp salad, C tier. And finally the dessert, which is really cute, it jiggles. It's almond flavoured jelly, B tier. We're going to have to find a second stomach soon because I don't know how much more I can eat.
As we enter the Little Mermaid area, I see the colourful cart that looks like it's straight out of SpongeBob, and that means we've found our second popcorn of the day.
We said there was a lot of weird flavors. The first one wasn't that weird, but we found one that was pretty interesting. It's matcha white chocolate flavor. Let's give it a go. That's pretty interesting. You can definitely taste the matcha flavor. White chocolate, not so much, but it is sweet. So in terms of all the popcorn so far, I would put it on C tier as well.
If you enjoyed the video so far, consider subscribing so we can make more. To get to the next place, we have to go underground inside Neptune's palace. The entrance is kind of hidden. Dumb us, we actually missed this whole section the first time we visited the park. So, Sebastian's Calypso kitchen is kind of creepy if you think about it. Let me explain. He's a crab and his kitchen serves seafood calzones, seafood chowder, and fried shrimp. Let that sink in for a minute. Creepy as f. And that's why I got this cute Mickey macaron instead.
Wheat, strawberry, pretty normal. I'd put it in the high C tier.
So we got this curry popcorn from the Aladdin area.
And that's 3 down, 7 more to go.
Very mild curry flavour. I'd probably put this in the C tier, but like a low C.
Next up is a place known for their combo curry dishes, but we're getting something else, because we need to start thinking strategically if we don't want to fail the challenge.
Now we're in the Casbah food court. I got a tandoori chicken. Let's give it a go. Very soft and moist, not dry at all. Very nice, subtle spices. I would personally put it in the B tier because I'm not a fan of these kind of spices, but if you like tandoori chicken, I'd say this is pretty good. This is the Sultan sundae from Sultan's Oasis in the Arabian Coast. It is sort of like a parfait. It's got some mango, it's got some chai syrup, I believe. Let's give it a go.
And I'm not gonna lie, I've been looking forward to this the whole day. I don't know why, but I love parfaits.
The ice cream and mango tastes like Weiss mango bars, if you've ever had that. I'm not sure if it's just an Australian thing, but my parents would like it. Bit of spice from the chai as well. I'm gonna try and dig a bit deeper to see what the other flavors are. Kind of like rice bubbles. Also not sure if that's just an Australian thing. I'll dig to the final layer. I only got to the second last layer, and it's got, I think, a peach or mango jelly, which is pretty yummy. I'd put this in B tier. All right, I finished the sundae and I changed my mind. Whatever I said before, scrap it. It's actually A tier. I would recommend you get this for sure.
I'm glad we got to try what I think is one of the best foods in the park, but we're losing sunlight and we need to move faster.
All right, so we're at the Yucatan Base Grill in the Lost River Delta area, and we've got an absolute feast.
This restaurant has a cool Indiana Jones Aztec kind of vibe going on.
So we've got the 40th anniversary Donald Duck Lost River plate. We also have a 40th anniversary Mystic Crystal drink, which is peach and mango. It looks really aesthetic. And we've got classic Mickey Mouse chicken nuggets and what I would consider a little treasure. This Little Green Men Mochi from Toy Story. They only sell them at certain places in the park, and they sort of move around. So the first time we came here a few years ago, they were sold in a certain shop and they don't anymore. And I feel like people go around looking for these. So let's start off with the drink. It's not bad. It's nice and refreshing. Let's see. So it's supposed to be peach and mango, but it's got like a tropical flavor and it's a bit fizzy. I'd give the drink a B tier. So it's better than average, but it's not amazing. Let's try the Little Green Mochi. The texture feels really nice. It's really nice and squishy. So I think each one has a different type of filling. This one's like a cream flavored or custard flavored. Definitely give this a try. It's chocolate. That's pretty good actually, but it's still not S tier. Let's try this one. I don't know why, but this looks a bit derpy. It's a strawberry flavor. It's a bit sour, the strawberry one. I'd say the chocolate is the best, then the custard, and then the strawberry. All right, let's dig into the main. So we have what is known in Japan as a hamburger, which is different from a hamburger. It's basically a hamburger patty without the bun. So it's a nice barbecue flavor. Meat patty is well salted, but it doesn't blow my mind or anything, so I put it in the B tier. And this is supposed to look like Donald Duck's feet. So let's try this sausage. Sausage is actually not bad. It's not like the crappy hot dog frankfurts or anything. Let's try the pork. Better than average, not amazing. I'd put it in the B tier. Now I'm gonna leave the chicken nuggets for Diep because she's a chicken nugget connoisseur.
Thank you. I mean, it feels not that crispy. Like the outside is kind of peppery, but the inside's a bit dry. So in terms of chicken nuggets, they're pretty much a C tier, maybe even a D tier. We went to the Lost River Cookhouse and got a spicy smoked chicken leg and some tapioca mango sparkling drink. Floppy, floppy, floppy. It's pretty good. So you can smell the smokiness. As soon as you sort of taste it, it's a bit spicy, but the texture is kind of a little bit chewy or gelatinous, which I think is just the skin. But yeah, good flavors. Salty, smoky, spicy. I'd put this in the B tier. So there's like nice jelly down the bottom. The pearls are really soft and chewy, and it's like a sweet mango sparkling drink. Quite good. I'd put this one in the A tier.
And with that, we have maybe an hour left, which means we're going to fail the challenge. But that doesn't mean we won't go out swinging. We'll hit as many places as we can on the way out.
We're in Port Discovery, and it looks like this restaurant is still taking orders.
We're at Horizon Bay Restaurant in Port Discovery. The theme is sort of like this research marine base, and going with the theme, we have a fried seafood set. So it's kind of like fish and chips. And to go with it, we've got something called an ocean wave. Not sure what it is, but it's very aesthetic, so that's why I got it. At the bottom, it looks like it's got some sort of balls, and then it's got a white layer, and on top, there's some mango. And then for dip, she was attracted to this cake. Once again, very aesthetic. It's got a nice silhouette of probably Tinkerbell. Anyway, let's start off with the drink. First of all, really nice texture. Taste is something that I've had before. Kind of like one of those artificial drinks. I would put it in the C tier. It's okay. The other drinks were more refreshing, I think. Okay, let me dig into the main. This is good old Australian fish and chips. Let's start off with the chips. Not bad chips. They're wedges, lightly salted. Not bad. So I'm gonna start off with the ebi fry, the deep fried prawn. We'll dip it in the tartare sauce. Pretty decent. The other two are some sort of fish as well, but I'm not sure what it is. Not bad either. I think it's some sort of croquette. Maybe a croquette with like a seafood paste filling. Compared to everything else we've had, I'd put this in the C tier. All right, we'll hand it over to Diep.
So, final thing is our dessert. It's got some nice blue sort of sprinkle glitter on there. And I assume this is strawberry sauce. Definitely strawberry sauce. Not bad. Sweet, creamy, soft, strawberry. Kind of like what you'd expect with cake, but there's something different about their cream. Probably put this one in the C tier, but it's pretty. I give it extra points for the Tinkerbell chocolate.
While my stomach is full, I feel a bit empty because this meal marks our failure. We really underestimated this challenge. Not only did we fail at eating every food, we didn't even find all the popcorn flavors either. But I think we can still hit one last food cart on the way out.
I see another popcorn stand up there, so let's grab it. Let's see if they can do caramel popcorn really well. It's pretty good caramel popcorn, so I'd put it in B tier.
So that was the food, but if you want to know how to make the most of your time at this park, including how to skip lines, then watch our complete guide to Tokyo DisneySea here, or you can get a behind the scenes look in our vlog here. Otherwise, we might have another video you'll definitely like here.